Hey, what up? What up? Just want to make a quick video. I gotta touch on it. I gotta touch on it. I'm one of them guys. I'm like a truth seeker. I'm like a truth seeker. No matter what area in life, I gotta seek the truth out. What is being said, or what is being represented to me. And I got to. Doesn't matter what it is. Even if it's sports, even if it has to do with how society is going, different things that's going on in life. I gotta seek the truth out of it. You know what I'm saying? I like to say, or I guess you could say, I like to say stuff that's unpopular to say, and I gotta be on the other side of things, because I know whenever everybody is just on one side and is not looking at the grander scheme of things or what's going on, I know something's going on wrong. And so with LeBron James, and when they like to, the popular narrative, they like to say, because I know before I spoke about him being the so-called, I made a video on it, but I haven't released it yet, but I will be releasing it. But him being the best all-around player, I had to speak on that. I just dropped them talking about, in my last video, I forgot what I talked about. What did I say? I forgot what I said, but if you watch my last video, I talked about something else. But I gotta say, this whole longevity thing, I gotta speak on this longevity thing, because that's like another popular narrative they like to put on LeBron, his longevity and that, on all that kind of stuff. And it needs to be spoken about. And now, before I touch on that, you had Kevin Garnett mention, LeBron James being on Balco. And if you know Balco is a organization or a company that was in the 90s headed by Victor Conti for athletes. It was branded under, you could say, supplements for people, who are athletes, to take to enhance their performance, basically. But really, Victor Conti, what he really was doing, he really was giving these athletes steroids, PEDs, basically banned illegal substances to use to enhance their performance, to do better than their peers when they're out there on the field, or on a track field, or in baseball, or whatever sport it was. He mainly, I guess he mainly cornered, especially in the 90s, early 2000s, he mainly cornered track and field and baseball. And so Kevin Garnett, mentioning LeBron James being on Balco is very alarming. Now, whether he was being truthful, or he was just, I guess, kidding, it does ring bells. You get what I'm saying? It does ring bells, because why would you say that? You get what I'm saying? Why would you say that? And you can't tell me, Kevin Garnett, you can't tell me that you haven't been seeing what's going on in the media about LeBron James possibly being on some sort of enhancements. I mean, Chael Sonnen already came out not too long ago, I guess, was it a year ago or two, that him and LeBron had the same I guess bio um biogenetics. I don't know what's it called, but they had the same handler who was giving them, I guess, enhancements. Now we all know Chael Sonnen, and he's already admitted to it. It's been well documented that Chael Sonnen was on PEDs. Now, if they have the same handler that's giving them things to enhance the performance, and he's saying that, you can't go. He can't. First of all, he can't come back from saying that. He already said it, so he already knows that LeBron James is on stuff. And so Kevin Garnett saying that is very alarming. It's very alarming. And so when it comes to this whole longevity thing surrounding LeBron James, because that's the popular narrative now, since they can't make him the GOAT by what he produces out there on the actual court, or what he doesn't have the accolades, the aesthetic of being the GOAT. Now they're trying to push this narrative, which they've been pushing for a long time, this whole longevity thing. They're trying to raise his stature in the realms of the NBA, or being one of the greatest, by his longevity. So now it's not about what you produce, it's how long you sustained your quote unquote greatness. But how great you are, how really great you are, if you need assistance, enhancements. How long have you really sustained your greatness if you've been using certain things for all this time? So now what's going on is, the one thing you could hold your hat on in your whole career, longevity, even that is questionable. Even that is questionable. Never mind the whole other stuff you've done, super teams, getting rid of players, all that other kind of stuff. Never mind that. The one thing that the media is pushing in your favor, even that is being questionable now. Cause think about it, man. Just think about it, right? LeBron James has not really been slowed down. If you look at his game, like, he hasn't really slowed down. I'll say this. He has slowed down, but the level of which he has regressed has been very, very, very slow. His numbers match what he's had 10 years ago in the NBA, 15 years ago. His numbers still match that. He still can produce what he's done 10 years ago. And so, to LeBron's favor, I will say he has slowed down. He has. I'm not going to be stupid and say he hasn't slowed down. But the amount of what he has regressed compared to other NBA players in the past, he's regressed a lot more slower. Does he look older on the field, on the court? I still will say yes, he still looks older. He's not as fast, as quick as he was. He's not. But if he puts in the effort, he could still be as quick as anybody out there. Is he jumping out the gym like he was in Miami? No, he isn't. But if he puts in the effort, he can still do those kinds of things. You get what I'm saying? And so I would never say, because I'm gonna tell you this. It doesn't matter what kind of enhancement you take. Once you're getting older, you're getting older. It doesn't matter. Yeah, those enhancements will still help you sustain a level of performance, but at the end of the day, you're still getting older at the end of the day. Whether you're using steroids or not, you're still getting older. So it still won't slow down what's inevitable. But what it does is that it will slow the process down. It will slow the process of that, basically. So you still look competitive against people who are not using it, even though you're getting older. So that's the lining of it. But to bring it kind of all in, the media pushes this whole longevity thing, and that's what they're trying to put his case. That's what they stand his case of being the GOAT to be, is his longevity. But even that is questionable. And that's what I'm trying to, that's the whole point of this video. Even that is questionable. Because look at it. Even Jordan, I didn't want to use Jordan. Even folks like Kobe who worked so hard. His last couple years, last 3, 4, 5 years, really couldn't stay healthy. LeBron James is going on 39, is still able to do certain things. It's kind of like, oh wow. Never mind the fact that these players now, including LeBron, they don't play back-to-backs. They don't do certain things that players of the past used to do. Play 82 games. Have several seasons that they played a full season or close to a full season. LeBron isn't doing that. While allegedly still taking enhancements. Allegedly. According to Chael Sonnen. And so how much of a Iron Man, like they like to say, is LeBron James really is? Even though he's still taking, allegedly, enhancements, and is still not able to do things players of the past did, which is be there every single night, back to back. Michael Jordan, when he was on the Wizards, made it a priority to go to every single game, even at 40, 39 years old, without enhancements. Or let's say, I'll say this, I don't know, right? But this whole idea that LeBron James is Mr. Longevity, this shit is what's the word? A sham. It's not true, bro. It's not. He's not. He's not what you think he is. He's not. He's not the greatest of all time. He's not Mr. Longevity. He's none of those things. Those are media push narratives. Those are media push narratives. And never mind that he was drafted in the NBA at 18. So that's perfect. That's perfect way to picture that's perfect for him for the media to use to kind of push this whole longevity thing. He started at 18, so that's only better for him. You get what I'm saying? But this whole idea of him being the greatest and Mr. Longevity? No, he's not. He's not. And Kevin Garnett saying that, it's only going to push this conversation more now, because now you got a credible person who actually played in the NBA saying it. I'm telling you, man, more and more people are seeing what's going on. And if you're a truth seeker, a real truth seeker, these are the kind of conversations that really needs to be had, especially when it comes to the NBA, sports. If you really like to hear the truth, these are the kind of things we need to talk about. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I talk to y'all later.